Hey, man, shut up. What? The intro going, man. Hey, how you doing? I hope it's good. So today we're gonna react to some paternity court's most shocking moments. Part 1. I'm excited. It's drama, but it's okay. It's funny drama, hopefully. Like, unfortunate funny. It's one of them sad, funny things. Paternity court. 3.7 million subscribers. Nice. See. Do unto others as you want others to do to you. I liked the video. Let's get into this, huh?
You are here today with your two sisters because you say you're tired of being lied to by your mother, Ms. Liddell.
They got different daddies, all three of them. All three of them. Off top, different daddies. Well, they might have the same daddy. Possibly. This right here, she might not even have the same mama, if we're being honest. Known for years. Why everybody on here got stiff wigs? All y'all gotta have a stiff wig? Come on now. Come on now, Judge. I wouldn't act like it either with your attitude. You better calm down. What you think? What? I knew your mama before you knew life. So what are you talking about? I know your mama was a promiscuous woman. Right? So don't get mad at me. What? How is this my fault? No, negative. I don't care about none of that you talking about, lady. You was in the car with a guy. You was in the car with a guy. I don't care if I found out because God himself sent me a pigeon with a picture of it. I found out. Okay? And you was doing it. So
Okay. You were out.
You sad about 8th grade? My father didn't come to my high school graduation. I'm a statistic. And you worried about 8th grade? That's crazy. That's crazy. Accept it. You got to take that. You got to take that because that's her being honest. You know what I'm saying? She said she didn't care about y'all. She ain't said because I don't care about y'all. I don't care about y'all. No, she said I didn't. At the time, I looked at myself and I realized that's the truth. I didn't care about y'all. I was moving the way I was moving because I didn't care. In my opinion, that's honest. It hurt. But
regarding the paternity of young Pope Wilson.
No, Your Honor.
Man, if this is not about to be, hold on.
Only kissing.
I need some.
I thought he was a regular, friend.
No, my bad, y'all. I had to find a different one because that one was just like crazy moments. I want some father reveals. You are not the father.
Mr. Morris, you say you are 100% certain that you are the biological father of the 29-year-old woman standing across the aisle and want this court to put an end to years of confusion, lies, and doubt. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mrs. Brister, you say you don't believe Mr. Morris is your father and that you've been lied to by your mother, Ms. Smith, regarding who is your biological father. Is that correct?
Some
Yes, Your
strong
Honor.
faces,
Ms. Smith,
though.
you is your biological father. Is that correct?
Yes.
Gotta.
Your Honor.
Ms. Smith, you are here to support Mr. Morris's claim that he is your daughter's biological father, and you pray today's results will heal old wounds. Is that correct?
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Morris, I want to start with you. What makes you so certain that Ms. Brister is indeed your biological daughter?
They both
Well,
ugly.
ma'am, I just feel 100% in my heart that she is my child.
Take me back. I
We're
want to
side by
understand the
side.
nature, how this relationship began. Were you boyfriend and girlfriend? What was Mr. Morris? Explain to the court.
I wonder how much weight and makeup she got on her face. Because it's a
I
lot.
met Mrs.
Gotta
Smith
be.
in 1984. At the time, I was involved with a breakdancing crew. When I met Mrs. Smith,
Breakdance. Is that why you ain't brush your
this
teeth?
one evening as we was performing, I knew right then I wanted to be with her. One thing led to another, and I pulled her, and me and Mrs. Smith, we did get together.
Okay, did you dance on over there? What'd you do?
But actually, it didn't happen until the following evening because I had to get my cousin out of the way because I was, by me being shy.
3 was company then?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Understood.
ma'am.
All right, so you all started a relationship?
Yes, ma'am.
How long did the relationship last?
About 3.5 years.
3.5 years?
Yes.
Was it a committed relationship?
Well, ma'am, I thought it was in the beginning. Yes, it was. It was. It's just I had to go through a lot of turmoil in order to be with her because she was a queen.
Because she
was
What?
a queen.
Where?
Okay.
And
what?
there was a lot of different guys at her.
Her family got
And
money?
So, I mean, it was fight after fight with different people.
Come on, man. She looked like Serena Williams in a different universe if she was like out of shape. What's up with this? But then again, when we look at
When the
his
town
teeth,
that I didn't know nothing about.
got him. That's ooh. It looked like he swam in coffee with just his mouth open. Ugh, bruh.
And
So
like
was
grease,
she with
like
a lot
dirty
of other
grease.
people or just she had a lot of suitors?
Like
a lot
pee.
of suitors, I would say. Because at the time I was with her, it was just me and her.
So, Ms. Smith, what do you recall about this relationship?
We had a good relationship.
Okay, then.
Different guys wanted to be with me, but I wanted to be with him.
And so what is the status of your relationship right now?
Well, we're back together.
You are.
Yes.
Yes.
We're a couple.
After how many years?
14 years to be precise.
14 years.
14 years. She already had a lot that wanted her then. That's 14 years of all of them. Man, you bugged out. He gave up. He was just like, man, you know what? I'm old. It is what it is. I ain't got, yeah. You done ran through all of them. You seen they ain't nothing better than me. You see, you're still by yourself. So come on over here. Come on. I'm still by myself too. Come on. That must be one of them things because I would have forgot you existed. Completely. I'm talking about smooth forgot you existed. Matter of fact, I currently forget most people that I've been with existed. Right? Like I have to think. I don't care. Once we're done. I tell you, when we together, hey, yo, if we break up, it's going to go back to how it was before I knew you existed. I never knew you existed. Right? And I will never know you exist because we will never meet again. Trust me. I promise. We will never meet again. Okay? So, it'd be easy for me.
Years.
Yes.
And now you're back together.
Yes.
But there's still this paternity issue hanging in the balance.
Yeah.
Why? You say you
Ooh,
were
that's
only
a
with
shot,
her.
isn't it?
She
Isn't
said
it
she was
teeth?
only with you.
I came back to town
Let it
after
play.
hearing it
I gotta stop
from
pausing.
3 different individuals that she was pregnant with my child at the time. And we stayed in 2 different towns. So when I heard it more than twice, I would say, I left where I was to go to her town to talk to Mrs. Smith to try to
talk.
get this resolved because
Was she pregnant at this time or had the baby been born?
no, Legina was already born. But at the
who?
time when I talked to her, the 2 days I was in town to see Mrs. Smith, we had an issue and she told me to my face that no, none of her children were mine. So I left.
I've always known the man on my birth certificate to be my father. When I was about 16, Mr. Morris, he came to visit and he introduced himself as my dad. I don't remember the entire conversation that we had, but I do remember him saying that he was my dad. He came, he was there for maybe like a week or so, then he left.
So he comes into town, he says, I'm your father. He stays a week, and then he leaves.
Yes, yes, Your Honor. My mother, she didn't really speak of him after that, and it went back.
Excuse me, Your Honor, I was in town for almost 6 months.
But were you a father to her?
Yes, I was active in her life at that time, but she didn't live with us.
And the last point on your board, your exhibit.
Yes, like I was saying, it went back to normal for me that the man who's on my birth certificate was my father. And a couple of months ago, my mom, she told me that Mr. Woods, a guy who's deceased, that he could possibly be my father.
So let me understand this. The bottom line is, as a young woman, you've been told different stories.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so you have one man on your birth certificate.
Yes, Your
Next
Honor.
thing you know, it changes to Mr. Morris comes to visit, and he introduces himself to you as I'm your dad.
Yes, Your Honor.
So now you're saying, okay, what's going on here? Then 1 week later, Mr. Morris leaves. This is in your mind.
Yes, Your Honor.
And
Can we see that birth certificate? Just to verify. Can we see the birth certificate? Is the birth certificate just block out the social? Can we see the birth certificate? We just need to verify.
Your mom says to you, no, the other man is your father.
Yes, Your Honor. That's how I remember.
And then in 2015, your mother tells you that a deceased man, Mr. Woods, could be your father.
Yes, Your Honor.
You know, talk
a lot of
about the
bass is
various
what I'm trying to
stories
say.
your
I don't
mother
know if you-
told you. Is there anything you'd like to say to your mother about how these stories have affected you and how this lack of clarity has affected you?
It's just confusing. I mean, I want to know, you know, for me and for my children, just for things that, you know, he couldn't be a part of in my life, you know.
And I apologize.
The mama look like Beetlejuice. That is. That is. I got it. That's what it is. Cause I'm looking like, man, them shoulders is real, and you know, they like Marshawn, you know, a little bit, but her face, Beetlejuice. Yup. Shoulder.
For leading you on like I did. I really do apologize. And I am sorry.
Do she got bottom teeth?
I'm very sorry
She talk like she don't
that
got
I
bottom
hurt
teeth.
you. Because I wasn't trying to.
But she try not to cry.
I was not trying to. I was trying to protect you. I apologize.
Protect what from who? The man looked like he wanted. Well, never mind. His teeth bad. He probably ain't really had access to toothbrush, toothpaste, and some waters. Got to be running water. It could be a bottle of water, river water, pond water, ocean water. I don't care. Rain water, spit. I don't care. Just something that's not nothing, right? Because.
But if you had taken a DNA test and you knew that there had been a test, did you ever get the answer, or did you just not want to know the answer?
I never got the answer until he told me the answer. I haven't seen it because his family won't present the paper.
But you've
That's
never
fishy.
seen the paperwork. You've never seen the results in person.
No.
It has been determined by this court.
Okay.
Mr. Morris,
Yes, Shauna.
you
Hurry up.
are not her father.
Dang. So your family lied to you. Your family lied. Bunch of lies.
I'm very sorry.
Can I hug my daughter?
Absolutely. Is that okay?
That's hot.
Sorry.
I still need to see that birth certificate. We gotta verify some things
You can
By that
stand
birth
with your
certificate.
daughter, ma'am.
by that birth certificate.
Miss Brister,
Yes,
are you okay?
I am. I'm glad to know, you know, it's one step
Maybe she used to lift weights. She ain't got no neck.
closer.
That's what it
Yes.
is.
So,
I'm very proud of you in this moment. It wasn't the answer and the closure you wanted, but at least we know now.
Who's the
Ms.
makeup people?
Smith, I have to ask you, do you know who your daughter's biological father is if it is not Mr. Morris?
I believe it's the deceased.
Mr. White, you've brought your ex-wife to court
Ugh.
today because
Ex-what?
you believe she mysteriously
What's up? What? That's this. What?
had your parental rights revoked for a girl you believe was your biological daughter.
Bro, what is this, bro? What is this? What is happening? Why she look like the granddaddy from Chowder? What is this? What's happening today with these videos?
Daughter, thus allowing another man to adopt her.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you've petitioned the court for a DNA test and say
Mega
once the results
mind.
prove that you are indeed Miss Tasha Mock's biological father, you would like her mother to pay you $5,000 for fraud resulting in emotional distress.
And wax that mustache.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Mock,
Good.
you claim the only reason your daughter was adopted by another man is because you don't believe Mr. White is actually her biological father. In fact, you're adamant that you don't owe him a single dollar, and it's your hope that when today's test results are revealed, Mr. White will leave you and your daughter alone for good.
Yes.
So, Mr. White, obviously,
Did she try to cover it up with makeup? You got all this makeup on, and so I know you didn't just like it. You know it's there. You know it's right there, cause you put makeup on your face, so I know you know it's there. Maybe it's just darkness. Maybe she just got a little bit of a darkness, melanin. She melanated right there. Dirt. I don't know.
For good.
Yes.
So, Mr. White, obviously you feel you've been lied to. Please explain to the court why.
Your Honor, in the early 1980s, Julia and I were married, and she birthed me a son 10 months afterwards. A year later, she was pregnant with Tasha, and I ended up going to jail. She was 2 months pregnant when I went to jail. 7 months after I went to jail, she gave birth to Tasha. At that time, she must have
That is not the same human. No. I don't care how much maturing, puberty, whatever. That is not the same human being.
believed I was the father because she put my name on the birth certificate. I was not able to do anything about it because I was incarcerated. 30 days after Tasha was born, she brought her to the jail, let me hold her. The day afterwards, I was shipped upstate for 10 years. Now, a couple years after that, Julia had filed and petitioned the court for divorce in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. It's allowed because I was incarcerated for a period exceeding 2 years. About a year after that, she petitioned the court to involuntarily terminate my parental rights to both my son and to Tasha.
That's messed up.
I acted as my own attorney because I had nothing but time, so I went to the law library and I taught myself law, and acting as my own attorney, I fought it in court and I won.
Nice.
And at that time, it was the opinion. It was the opinion of the judge at that time that Julia, or Miss Mock, had intentionally moved with the children on at least 3 different occasions. So all the letters and the cards that I had sent over the course of time to their grandparents' place never got to them.
And as a part of the judgment,
she was ordered to bring the children down to the prison to visit me. She was also ordered to collect calls from me as long as I used my prison wages and was able to cover at least half of the cost.
that was good lawyering.
Good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Ma, what is the motive behind all of this?
Hate.
I was trying to protect them.
So you were trying to protect your children because you didn't want them to have to go back and forth to jail to visit their father, or were you trying to protect?
Well, clearly she didn't do too good at protecting. Cause is this cosmetic? Is it surgery? What happened to your face? Is what I'm trying to figure out. Where's the baby that was in that picture? What? Oh my goodness.
Tasha, because you didn't believe Mr. White was her father.
I'm sorry.
That's
How did you manage to get another man to adopt your daughter when he never relinquished his legal right?
The judge just signed the papers.
Tasha, I have to ask you, at what point did you just decide, I want to know the truth?
Well, when I was 26, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
Oh.
And
Okay, so okay, so that's a back thing, ain't it? Ain't got nothing to do with her face. Why does your face look like this though? What did your face do?
I put a lot of thought into it. I was blind and I couldn't walk, so I had nothing but time to sit and think about it. And then when I had turned 28, I got my vision back. And 29, I reached out to Mr. White on Facebook.
You did?
I did.
August 23rd.
Oh, and he remember the day. That's what's up.
She had sent me a text out on Facebook that night. I have a copy of it here.
I'd like to see it, please.
She told me that she had been born Tasha Renee White, and she wanted to know if I was her father. She was trying to find the things out. We got on the phone. Within an hour or two, I was on the road to her house.
How did it feel when you first saw her?
I don't know the words to express it because there was such a warmth and a flood to come over me when I got to wrap my arms around her. It was like nothing in the world mattered at that point. You know, it's a 30-year battle is over. I finally won.
30?
That's how I felt.
Do you know
that woman is evil.
where
This better
or
be his
how
kid.
you can find the other possible father, the other gentleman?
I swear to God, Almighty God up above, I don't know where he is, and I don't want to know.
You don't know because
So
you
you're
don't
not
want to know. You
hoping
could
this
know.
other
You
man is the
stupid.
father either.
No.
You're just hoping that when we leave this
prove
courtroom
that
today
he is
that
not the father,
you
that
don't
it's
want
all
her
done.
to know who her father is.
She has a father. He adopted her.
Do you understand the need?
That's foul. That's foul. That's the way you feel, but that's not the way she feels. And if she doesn't really want to look at him as her father, then she doesn't have to because it's not her father. Stop being selfish, woman. Like what? That's crazy. That's crazy to me. That's so crazy to me.
The desire,
Yes.
the longing in her to know who her biological father is.
Yes.
And as her mother, is there a part of you that wants to provide, to fulfill that need?
Yes.
That's the natural mother's instinct.
Yes, I do. I only want my daughter to be happy because of her illness.
Okay. Then.
I don't know how long she's going to be on this earth.
And why would you say that?
I want her to know that everything that she wants, I will do in my power to make sure she has.
So if in
And
fact
that's
Mr.
why I'm
White is
here.
not the biological father, you would help her find the other gentleman?
No.
See? She's selfish. So all of that stuff you just
I
said
will.
don't mean nothing.
No.
I made a promise to her the day that she reached out to me. I'll do everything I can to help her find the truth.
But Ms. Mock, do you hear what you're saying?
See, that's
Yeah.
good.
In the case of White versus Mock, pertaining to 30-year-old
This woman
Ms.
evil, bruh.
Tasha Mock,
Okay then.
it has been determined by this court, Mr. White, you
Hurry up.
are not the father.
Now you gotta help. Nah, don't cry. Don't cry. Ooh, her head long. Don't cry. Cause it
Are you
extended
okay?
a little bit. Don't cry.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. White, are you all right?
Yes, Your Honor, I will be.
I know it's not the news you wanted. You say that you will help her find her biological father if she asks for that help. And I hope you live up to that, Mr. White.
I most certainly will, Your Honor. I told this young lady when she first stepped into my life I'd help her find the truth. So whether she's mine by blood or not, she's still mine by spirit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ms. Mock, what I encourage you today, though, is to think about the pain that you felt feeling abandoned by the men you've loved. Do not pass those feelings down to your daughter.
Facts.
Ms. Alston, you've come to court to prove to the defendant, Mr. Holmes, whom you first
Oh, bro, why, bro? Why? Why did you do this to yourself? You look like a bug. Like you look like just. Ugh.
15 that you are his biological
Why did you do this to
daughter.
yourself?
Mr. Holmes,
Maybe
you
it's
say there's no
time.
way she's your child, and today the DNA will prove your case. You say her biological father is David Alston, the man who is on her birth certificate and paid child support for her. So, Ms.
better
Alston,
be.
tell us how you first found out the defendant might be your
Paying child
father.
support.
Well, Mr. Austin and my mom were married. So as a child, it all started there. I grew up in a home with my mom, with my 7 siblings. So
wait, what?
one summer I was going outside to play, and my mom was outside talking to a guy. And when I walked up, he was like, tell her. And she looked at me and said, this is your uncle. This is your dad's brother. So I proceeded to meet the family, which is my younger brother, my grandmother, aunts and uncles, and they embraced me like if they knew me from day one. So I have always assumed that Mr. Austin was my dad because his name was on my birth certificate. But at 15, she told me that Mr. Holmes can be my dad. He's always been a father figure to me since from day one.
You're not my
even
dad.
with the doubt.
Mr. Holmes, you don't believe she's your biological child?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Why? Explain to the court.
Because Miss Austin's mother, back in the day, she was like fast. And because I met her at the school bus stop. She was in high school. And 2 days later after I met her, I had sex with her. I called her again a couple
that mean
days
you
later.
was fast too, though.
Asked her to come back. And we had sex again. So it was kind of like a booty call.
Crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about
This
it.
man telling you to your
Until
face.
15 years later.
Your mama
so
was just
I
some
kind of
cheeks.
felt it.
That's crazy. This man just said to her face, her mama was just some cheeks. Look at it.
And we had sex again. So it was kind of like a booty call.
Wild. To your face, I'm telling you, your mama was just some cheeks to me. You not my baby. Get over it. And when this all said and done, I need all the child support that I gave y'all, and you decided to buy bad wigs with them and give it back to me.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about her until 15 years later. So I kind of felt that she wasn't mine because I didn't even know that she existed until that time.
Did you know she was married?
No.
And how were you made aware?
Whoa,
By
she
my
was
mom.
married?
Did you immediately think this may not be my child, or were you just accepting of the news because she says your family was accepting of her?
I accepted her because I know how it feels to not have a father. But I didn't really put my all into it because, like, the way I met her mother and
Cheeks.
the lifestyle that I was already living.
All right.
Chasing
And
cheeks.
so, Miss Alston,
Yes.
when you finally did meet Mr. Holmes, what was that like?
It was wonderful. It's actually a good feeling for the kid in me because I've always wanted a dad. So it's actually great. I have abandonment issues from
Did you grow
Mr.
up?
Austin, so
Go
it
to
actually
therapy?
felt welcoming. It felt like I had a father who wants to love me for me. So it felt wonderful.
Miss Alston, I have to ask you, do you have any inkling as to why your mother said one man was your father, then another man?
Yes, she
Did
has.
she ever give you a reason?
She never did.
She probably didn't know.
She's never
Did you ever ask her?
No, I never asked.
So you
I
just
when she told me and I met Miss Jenny, when they took me in as a family, I just ran with it because she said he was my dad.
Did you run with it because you had such a difficult relationship with Mr. Alston?
Yes, Your
That
Honor.
you just needed somewhere to run?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you ever had a doubt in your own mind
His head
since
looked
your mom
layered.
told you that Mr. Holmes was your father?
Yes, Your Honor, I
Like-
do.
You have?
Yes,
Even you've doubted it.
yes.
I think it's time we meet Mr. Alston. Jerome, will you please escort him in? This is the
Yeah,
man on your
Jerome.
birth certificate,
Yes.
Jerome.
Yes, Your Honor.
and you tried to have a relationship with him.
Yes, I just wanted to be loved.
Don't his head look layered?
Thank you for
Like
joining us today.
it's got, like he
I'd
bald,
to
but his
have you
head got
explain to the
textures.
court. She says she was told for the first 15 years of her life that you
kinda
were her
bald.
biological father, and then all of a sudden she was given another name.
Need to
What
go
do you
bald.
know about this?
15 years ago? No. I just found out now.
So you're saying that up until
lying. Look at that.
recently, you still considered her your daughter?
Yes, that's my daughter. There's no way in the world I would not think that.
Excuse me, Your
that's
Honor.
my
He
daughter.
calls me his daughter sitting here, but he's never been a dad to me. He's never been a dad. I don't recall no
But she
phone
says
calls.
she tried to have a relationship with you and you rejected her.
No,
Yes.
when I moved, what happened is when I moved away, when I got remarried, it seemed like all that, that's when the anger started coming through. But then when I get these phone calls, it's all about money. Money.
You living your life and you have no clue that
No
she's
clue.
been told somebody else is her biological
No clue.
father.
No clue.
And that she's gone through all this and established ties with another family. You have
He
no
need to
clue.
stop. He needs to stop doing that. It's making me glitch out a little bit. I don't know if that's a tick or something, but
calling me
cameraman need to get off of him when he do that, because that might cause somebody else to have a problem or something.
a year ago, 2 years ago, asking me, Daddy, can I have this? Daddy, can I have that? Daddy, can you pay my bill?
Did you let me move in? Did you help me find a roof?
There's no
At that
way
time, I was a parent myself, so I was not. I did not.
For 15 years, you thought that was man's your father. Why you asked me in 2010 and you say that was your father?
Well, that's a good question.
16 years ago.
And at that time, like I said, I was still trying to build a relationship with him because I'm very doubtful that Mr. Holmes is my father.
You're doubtful now. You said a few minutes ago that he's your father.
And so if you did not believe Mr. Alston was your biological father, you were told he wasn't, and you said you don't care for him. You don't care for him because you feel like he rejected you when you needed help?
He abandoned me, yes.
Wow, this is confusing. As it pertains to 31-year-old Donna Alston.
Who going first?
And whether Mr. Holmes
I hope they both not the daddy. That'd be
or Mr.
funny.
Alston is her biological father. It has been determined by this court.
Okay, then.
Mr. Holmes, you
Hurry up.
are not Miss Alston's father.
Dang. Hack it up, fam.
Mr.
Forget her.
Alston.
Forget that she was in the. Okay.
You are not Miss Alston's
Get
father.
Why is she doing that?
Lord have mercy.
You still my grandbaby.
Oh, my God.
Where is the mama?
Sit her down, man.
Oh, my God.
Let me calm
Sit
down.
down, Miss-
Mama might not be around. Mama,
This-
I don't
oh,
wanna
my
talk about this.
I'm so sorry, Miss Alston.
I'm not. You should
You still,
grow up.
you know, you
Forget
still
about
got
it.
us.
Move on.
That's the mother fault.
Is that dismissive? It might be. A little bit heartless? Not really, but it's realistic. Yeah. Yeah.
This entire courtroom is in shock.
Man, for real. Where
Are
the
you
mama
all right,
at?
Mr. Alston?
Where is the mama? He need his lick back. We need to go to court to get his money back.
You truly believe that was your biological child?
Sign the birth certificate.
Obviously, there was another person. Have you ever received any other information that it could be anybody else? Whatever relationship or non-relationship you had with Mr. Alston, I could feel his reaction. He thought he was your biological father your entire life.
Can I give you a hug?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he hurt.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he hurt. I feel like we need to know where the mama was at. Maybe the mama passed away. I don't know. Well, if you're still watching the video at this point, I greatly appreciate it. If you have a video suggestion you want to see us react to, please put that in the comments below. We'll add it to the list. And join the Discord. We are Drivers. That is the name of our Discord. Link in the description. So I enjoyed this. It was funny. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. All right.
Mm-hmm.